Hi guys, it's Jazz1122 here, and I'm here for the reading for the Libras out there for February 25th through March 3rd. I would like to say a big thank you to those new subscribers and welcome. I appreciate each and every one of you, and even those who have even stopped by just to watch my channel. And as a disclaimer, always remember that if this reading does not resonate, then it may not be for you, but it could be for someone else out there. So let's see what the universe has to say for the Libras out there for February 25th through March 3rd. Okay. So we have Temperance. Sagittarius. I love seeing this card because I'm a Sagittarius. But I feel that you guys are bringing a peaceful balance back into your life. Maybe you had a lot of chaos, and I feel Pisces season is helping you tap into who you are at a soul. Are you truly happy? Are you living your authentic truth? I feel that you guys are really getting to the bottom of that, and because you guys are, you're bringing balance in more ways than one than you think. You may not recognize it right now, but the seeds that you're planting right now, Libra, are going to manifest. I feel that they're probably going to start to manifest probably maybe in March. I feel like for a lot of people, March is going to bring some great changes that we've been looking for. But that's the thing, we shouldn't be looking for them. We should just know that they're on the way. But I just like to just put it in the form of like something you're excited about. But I feel that you guys just appreciating where you are, appreciating the ebb and flow of life is bringing such, like, when we are in that energy like that, we take our manifestations to the whole next level. It's so within, so without. So because you guys are balancing the inside, the physical realm has no choice but to match that. But it takes time. And how many of us, I feel this is why the world designed us to think the way that we do, right? Because they didn't tell us like how to manifest. They teach us a bunch of useless stuff in schools. Number one, I look, George Washington and none of them ain't got nothing to do with me. Or just the system. They teach us how to be just a worker. How many times they told us like, oh well, do this, get a job and die. Like, no. See, that was to program us to believe that we were here to be slaves. Like, this whole world is bent on controlling, the minds. And I feel that we have to remember, like, the universe is going to trigger us to remember. And it's at a point that you may be forced. Let's say if you're supposed to be a healer, right? And you haven't been doing the balance within yourself, and it's been a while. And there's people you're aligned with to help you, for you to help. But it may come in the form of chaos. You're like, what's going on? People around me, or it's doing this and doing that. It's causing that disruption because it got to get you to where you need to be. And I feel that you guys are asking yourself you're asking yourself that question. Like, am I where I need to be? Spiritually, emotionally, because your physical reality finally could have got your attention to finally be like, this ain't what it is, so I feel that you guys are really digging deeper inside yourselves to really do that extra work and be like, you know what, I'm going to commit to me, my balance, my happiness. And we have the Four of Cups. So this is what I was saying. You guys could have been dissatisfied at what was going on. But maybe that caught your attention too much, and the universe is like, hey, I had your cup here the whole time. And guess what? The cup was you. The cup wasn't your job. The cup wasn't your friends. The cup wasn't that person. The cup was you. I'm here to give that cup to you because you can't fill anyone else's cup unless yours is empty. And you probably were depleted because you guys are probably helping each and everybody else, being that for what everyone else wanted. But when it came to your life, how many times we all sat like this? We tried to help our friends, we tried to help our relationship, but when it comes to our cups, we're dry and we're dissatisfied. And the universe is bringing that to your attention, that it's because you're out of balance. It's because you don't see your own worth. It's because you don't know where you're going. So if you don't know where you're going, or who you are or anything, then you're not going to know people's motives. That's why when you deceive yourself, people will deceive you. Because it's to bring awareness, and the physical forms are only energy. That's all it is. So the people around you say a lot of what you're manifesting. And it shows how you treat yourself. Because if you stay around this type of energy where these people suck you dry, and then you're looking at your life, it's time to pick that cup up that the universe has for you and fill your own cup. And I feel this is definitely why the Temperance is here, is you guys are doing that. And we have the excuse me, we have the Hierophant in reverse. So this, I feel, could be a relationship too. I feel that you guys have gotten to the point where it's like, you know what, I'm not happy here. There's no longer denying that I'm not happy. But the only person that can change that is me. So I'm going to step off, not make excuses or blame the other person. All I could do is get myself out this situation, love and balance myself. So I feel, like I said, everything is here just to show us what we are to ourselves. And I feel you guys are getting that. And you guys are like, you know what? For example, you guys could have been like, wait a minute. Why do all my relationships end the same way? Like, why do I keep attracting like the same people, but not the same people? Just because it's energy. It's an energetic signature. And the physical faces you see, it's just a physical form. But the energy that they carry is the same. And until you change, then you're going to attract people like that. You may be like, oh my gosh, why I keep having friends deceive me? Why I keep having people lying to me? Because it's for you to finally wake up and be like, you know what? You looking at everybody else, but the main person you should be looking at is you. Giving that cup to you. So I feel like you guys are really in deep thought, especially we're in Pisces season. So it's really causing us to face the illusions that we have put within ourselves. Because are we staying with people and just allowing them just to treat us any kind of way because we love them? But they let us feel like this? Is that love to you? We have to ask ourselves this question. Like, who said love hurt? How does love hurt when it's the highest frequency to be on? Like, I don't get that. There's no such thing. If it's hurting you, it's not that. It's not what it is. But it's because yes, we go through things with our partner, but there's a difference. If they're like cheating on you, lying, you got friends lying to you, you really have to analyze and break away from those commitments. And the Hierophant also is someone who's wise, but it could be someone who's just stuck in their own knowing too. And maybe, for example, family traditions. Maybe your family is Christian, and you don't want to be Christian. Maybe you're coming on YouTube, you're having a spiritual awakening, and your family's looking at you like you crazy, and they're like, hey, just take this cup. Hey, just go to church. That'll fix it. Hey. And you're like, no, like I don't relate to this anymore. This could be another thing as well, because your soul is trying to help bring balance. Like, hey, I'm here. Like, these things are no longer serving you. And then the Tower comes, because if you stay in a place too long and you're refusing to let go, see, here's what I want to say. Even if you stay in the situation. But if you constantly think like, I'm not happy here, I'm not, I'm tired of this. If you keep doing that, by default, you're gonna manifest a tower moment. Here's what happened. I've done this. Where I've stayed in relationships and jobs that I felt like this, right? And I'd be like, oh, I can't stand being here, but I can't leave. What else is out there? And this person, this person is this and this person's that. And what am I going to do? And then the universe is like, you're going to do you. What are you saying? Like, do you know who you are? Like, I'm going to keep blowing up your life until you realize this. You are everything you need. You. And we don't realize that because we chase love, we chase money, we chase all these things outside of ourselves. That's why it's called the Matrix. It's always distracting you. For example, with all the ads and commercials telling you to buy, and buy this iPhone and don't get an Android. It's we have to get to the point that we didn't come here for that. And if you came here on the mission to help people and you forgot, the universe is going to make sure you remember. And it's going to come through tower moments so you can have that breakthrough, that awakening. That it wasn't here to hurt you but help you to be better. That's why this balance is able to take place, because you let go of those things. So it's still great here. The balance is still here. It could be from this tower moment that you realize this. So let's see why the Temperance is here. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Ooh. And we have the Six of Wands. You guys got this. You guys are working hard at bringing that balance to yourself, and the universe says you're going to be successful. You guys got this. As long as you choose yourself first. As long as you be like, you know what, is this person giving me what I give them? If not, then I need to make my exit. Because it's either yes or yes. I say this all the time. It's either you do it or the universe do it. But when the universe do it, you ain't going to like it. But the universe gives you free will. They be like, listen, this is about to blow up. It's about to be a tower moment. And if you're not realizing that, that's on you. But if this is really about to destroy you, then I have to destroy it. And that's why the universe, if we stop looking at ourselves as the victim and look at it like, the universe got my back. If this relationship ended, I don't know what could have happened to me. Maybe that person could have killed you. Did you think about that before you blame the universe or that person or your friend that cheated with your boyfriend or something like that? Maybe he wasn't supposed to be your husband. When you learn when you transmute energy, there is nothing on this planet that will ever get in your way, because you will not be deceived, because you will know I am powerful and I co-create what I have in my reality. And I feel that you guys are stepping in that energy after this tower moment. I feel this was it. It was like, you know what? I need to take time out. My life ain't where it needs to be. I need to analyze some things. Maybe I am all over the place. Maybe I haven't been giving myself the love I need. But you guys got this. And you guys going to be riding on your horse on your way to victory, because you guys have chose to really take a look at what is really going on. A lot of people don't do that. A lot of people just like to look outside themselves. So let's see why the Four of Cups is here. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. Have some flippers here. And we have the Queen of Swords. So you guys are cutting this off. You guys are appreciating. You guys went from the 8 to the 9. And you guys are taking responsibility. You guys felt like this emotionally, yes. But what I love is you guys are like, you know what? That may have went to the wayside. Maybe emotionally, I'm unhappy right now. But I have other things to focus on, like myself. Are you healthy? Do you still have a house to live in? Do you, before you get all wrapped up about how the world's crashing in on you, which we all feel, especially this week, as is in Pisces and Mercury's about to go retrograde. We're all starting to feel like this is not working, but it's the purpose. It's to cause us to face this. There's no more lies. If you lie, you're going to get exposed. You see how many lies is coming out about the government and everything right now? Dude, that's on a bigger scale. So if you think you're going to get away with something, especially with Saturn's in Capricorn, best believe it's going to be serious consequences. And then Jupiter in Sagittarius in its home sign, the sign of truth. Oh, come on now. That it ain't no lying no more. It ain't no more. We could pacify what's going on in the world with ourselves. Is the universe is done with that. It is going to continue to blow stuff up in all of our lives until we get to the point that we can no longer live in this illusion. It's time for us to remember who we are and love ourselves, which you guys are doing. And you guys are cutting out anything and anybody that is going to get in the way of that. And that's beautiful. Let's see why the Hierophant is in reverse. Got a flipper. We have the Queen of Rods reversed. And we have the Four of Wands reversed. So this is definitely a situation where, let's say you have feelings for someone, right? Maybe you guys using having a physical connection would somehow re-spark the interest. Maybe you were thinking, maybe if I dress up more for him, or maybe if I cook him, like do more sexual things. This is what I feel from this. Maybe we get to that point as women, man. We got we when we love a man or a woman, whatever your flavor. I don't discriminate, against anyone. I think you should be free to love who you love. But it's like when you do physical things that maybe we don't have sex enough, and maybe if I just try to do this and that, and then you try to do those things, but it's still no connection anymore. And I feel like this was one of those things where maybe being physical was the only thing that kept you guys together. Maybe it was the only time you guys wasn't fighting. I feel these are just things we go through in relationships to show us, like, when a person love us, they love us, man. There's no being like a monkey in a circus to go through all these hoops to convince someone to love you. They do or they don't. And I feel that you guys got tired of it. Maybe they only called you to get physical with you as well. Maybe that's the only time they had time for you or wanted to talk to you, was to be like, hey, what you doing tonight? And then they get what they want, but it's nothing stable. So I feel you guys are done with relationships like that, from men or women, that it's just like, we need this type of foundation to keep our relationship alive. It's like, no. I'm looking for a person who loves my soul, not my body. Because that's who I am. This physical body you see is just a plus, But who I am is who you should love. Rather, I be physical with you I could make a vow of, what's that word? Celibacy. Until I'm ready. Or you just gonna run off because you can't wait. I feel that you guys are really choosing that. Like, you know what? I'm not beat to just go in no relationship the same way, and then this guy's talking to me about when we gonna do this and try to take me here. It's like, nah, you gotta speak to my soul, bruh. Or sis, you gotta speak to my heart. Everything else will follow. And I feel that that's what you guys are feeling like. You don't want just relationships that's just on passion. Like, that's... For example, I have Venus in Sagittarius, and let me tell you, I've had a lot of relationships where at the time I was passionate about the person. But then when them passions went away and it wasn't true love, them things fell apart. So that was my lessons of my Venus and Sagittarius. And I feel that you guys could also be going through changes where, depending on where your Venus is, for example, you guys are growing out of a lot of old relationship templates. You guys are looking for someone who speaks more to your soul and not your body. So let's see why the Tower is here. We have Death here. And why is the Death card here? And as I was saying, people that have selfish tendencies, that just want physical relations with you. And that's probably why the Queen of Wands was in reverse. Because the men or women you could have been attracting could have been more egotistical, more about them, more about pentacles and money and sex and power. And it could have corrupted you to make you think that that was normal, and it was actually pretty toxic, you know? So I feel maybe you guys are coming to that realization through this Tower moment and the depth of that in energy in your life. Through this Tower moment, you know what's even better? This is a white rose in this picture. You're going through a purification process through this Tower moment to help purge those energies out of your system that causes you to attract men or women. I just like to say both, depending on who's watching or who, you know. I feel, like I said, it's still an energy signature. I feel that this could have been a very karmic relationship where this person was very physical with you and made you feel very passionate, but it was nothing stable. There's no Ten of Pentacles here. There's no Lover's card here. The Four of Wands is in reverse here. So it just tells me that this had to happen. So you go to your purification process to show you the people you're attracting. They only care about self. And when you meet selfish people, let me tell you, people get down on narcissists, but I'm going to tell you, narcissists teach you something. And as an empath, I'm going to tell you that whole, this victim and all that. No. A narcissist shows you what you should be doing. Now, what I mean by that is how they think about themselves. You attracted that person because you don't think enough about yourself. And when you attracted that person, you was to show them empathy. It's a two-way street. There's not one without the other. If you have people that's more empaths, then that means there's no structure. There's no everyone. Yes, I get that part. But the narcissists, they show you your wounds, and they hit them wounds, and they hit them abandonment wounds too. Let me tell you, I dated a narcissist before. I could tell you, I didn't blame him. He was just a representation of my already wound I have. You attract these people off of your childhood wounds, your subconscious wounds from lifetime after lifetime, and these people are here to bring that to you. And that's why they're here. You're here to show them empathy. That's the balance. That's why you always see a narcissist and an empath together, because they both are one and the same. They both need to learn from each other. But we have empaths that be like, oh, they're such terrible people. Have you ever talked to some of these narcissists? You know what I'm saying? Empaths can be narcissists in disguise. But nobody talks about that though. But I've talked to some narcissists. I may not have dated some, but for example, maybe guys I work with. I could tell that they're narcissists, but I talk to them and see and what did they go through, and I'm going to tell you, them people got hurt just like us. And the only difference is they deal with it in a different selfish way. While we dealt with it by letting people disrespect us, which is no better. We lower our worth, which is no better. So who are we to judge them as narcissists because they're selfish when we don't have any real boundaries ourselves? It's one and the same. It's about coming together. And I don't know why I went on that whole tangent, but I just felt like I just needed to to say that. You know, this whole thing is just an experience and a representation of what's just going on inside of us. So I think I wrap this up now, and Libras, I hope you have a great week.